I woke up one morning to find it sitting at the foot of my bed, legs crossed, arms limp, its wooden face tilted just enough to make me feel like it had been watching me sleep all night. I live alone. No pets, no roommates, no visitors. The doll came from my grandmother's estate after she passed. I hadn't even wanted it. I only took it because my aunt insisted I keep something from the old house. It was hand-carved in the 1800s, she told me, brushing dust off its shoulder. Your grandma said it protected the family. It didn't look protective. The thing was unsettling. About 2 feet tall, carved entirely from dark, glossy wood, with faded black buttons for eyes and a crude slash of a mouth. Its limbs were jointed like a marionette's, but there were no strings. Just a stiff, rigid thing that always seemed slightly off-center. I put it in the attic the moment I got home. The first night I heard what I assumed were old floorboards settling above me. A few thuds, maybe a creak. That house was built in the 70s normal stuff. I didn't think twice. The second night, I found the attic door cracked open. I know I closed it. I had even shoved a chair under the knob out of habit. I stood there staring up into the darkness for a solid minute, waiting to hear movement. Nothing. I told myself maybe the chair shifted. Maybe the latch was loose. I shoved the doll deeper into a storage bin and taped it shut. The next morning, I woke up groggy and irritated only to stop cold. It was sitting on the hallway floor outside my bedroom, legs straight out, facing my door. My stomach dropped. I live alone. No one has a key. I checked the attic. The bin was torn, not open torn. The lid was bent backward and one of the tape strips was still fluttering from the edge. I don't see her easily. But something about that moment, that rip, felt wrong on a level I couldn't explain. Not just eerie violating. That night, I locked it in a storage cabinet in the basement. Steel door, padlock. I even put a chain through the handles. I went to sleep around 2 a.m. After checking all the doors and windows twice. At 3:17 a.m., I woke up gasping. I didn't know why. No sound, no nightmare that I could remember. Just this pressure on my chest and a feeling like someone was in the room with me. I sat up slowly. It was there. Sitting in the corner, barely lit by the hallway nightlight, angled directly at my bed. One leg crossed. One hand slightly raised, like it had been in motion when I caught it. I froze. I didn't move for minutes. I couldn't. Eventually, I grabbed my phone and snapped a picture, then hurled the doll into a plastic bin, duct taped it shut, and drove to the edge of town. There's a lake out there, deep and black at night. I didn't think. I just did it. I watched the bin sink slowly beneath the surface, swallowed without a ripple. That was supposed to be the end of it. It wasn't. The next night, I slept easier. Almost convinced myself it had all been stress. Maybe I had imagined some of it. Maybe I was overreacting until I heard wood tapping against tile. From the hallway, tap, tap, tap. I opened the bedroom door, heart pounding, and nearly threw up from fear. It was there again. Soaked, covered in lake weeds. Bits of algae clung to its hairline. Its head was tilted even more than before, and its mouth, carved crudely into that wooden face, was slightly open now. I backed into the room, locked the door, and sat in the corner with a kitchen knife until sunrise. I didn't sleep again after that. The following night, I went to a motel, cheap place 2 towns over. Didn't tell anyone where I was going. I didn't even bring my phone. Just drove with the radio off and the windows down. I got a room on the 2nd floor, no attic, no basement. I triple locked the door and pushed a dresser in front of it just to feel sane again. At 2:44 a.m., I heard tapping at the window. I didn't want to look, but of course I did. The doll was outside, standing on the tiny balcony, pressed against the glass. Its wooden fingers tapping, and this time ... I swear to you. I saw its mouth move. It was mouthing my name. I left that night and never went back to the motel. I moved in with my brother for a while. Every night I wake up around the same time, 3:17. Every night I check every room. And every night for the last 3 weeks, it hasn't shown up. Until this morning, my brother is away on a trip. I was alone again for the first time. When I opened my eyes, it was there sitting at the foot of the guest bed, legs crossed, mouth open just a little wider than before. And this time, it's not facing me, it's facing the closet. The door is slightly ajar, and I can hear breathing inside.